There's a storm across the valley, clouds are rolling in. The afternoon is heavy on your shoulders. There's a truck out on the 4-lane, a mile or more away. The whining of his wheels just makes it colder. He's an hour away from riding on your prayers up in the sky. 10 days on the road are barely gone. There's a fire softly burning, supper's on the stove. It's the light in your eyes that makes him warm. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long-lost friend. Yes, and hey, it's good to be back home again. There's all the news to tell him. How'd you spend your time? What's the latest thing the neighbors say? And your mother called last Friday, the sunshine made her cry. You felt the baby move just yesterday. Hey, it's good to be back home again, yes it is. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long-lost friend. Yes, and hey, it's good to be back home again. Oh, this time that I can lay this tired old body down. Feel your fingers feather soft upon me. The kisses that I live for, the love that lights my way, the happiness that living with you brings me. Ba-dum, boom, boom, it's the sweetest thing I know of, just spending time with you. It's the little things that make a house a home. Like a fire softly burning and supper on the stove. The light in your eyes that makes me warm. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Yes, it is. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long-lost friend. Yay, and hey, it's good to be back home again. Whoo! Good night, fellow punters. The clock on the wall says 9:45 on Monday night, back home at base. The 26th of February 2024, exactly 2 years to the day that Mickey D's Racing Tips booked the basher, or whatever you want to call it, started out. Not knowing at the time where it would lead me or what journey would it be on. It's been a hell of a ride, I must say. Started off when we came out of the bus depot with a small minibus. Now we have a bus like a train and a lot of passengers on it. And thank you all sincerely. Over 2.1 million views, 6,200 subscribers. Thank you all so much. And I try my best all the time to get some winners, and I also try to make it a bit interesting. And we sing a song on a Monday night, and the night that's in it, I thought when I'm at home, I thought I might sing that one, and I will sing another one with a bit of meaning to it as well at the end. Home last night about 1:30 after a hectic few days, I have to say. When I spoke with you last, I was in Coventry. Fish and chips, had them in the bedroom, didn't go down for more drink. Slept pretty well. I think I only woke maybe once or twice before... oh yeah, I done the video from there, yeah. I walked around to an Italian cafe then for breakfast. I was supposed to meet somebody to bring me to the bus station, but waited an hour. And I walked, it was a 20-minute walk, it was fine, it was a grand day for a walk, needed a bit of exercise anyway. And I seen the sights and got back to Birmingham bit later than I'd planned because I didn't have time then. I had to check in at the hotel to get rid of the bag. And that was the original hotel that I went to the first night. The wrong hotel, which was the right hotel the second time. And went to Quinn's then to watch the second half of the rugby. Great result was 17-0 when I went in, and they finished strong again, Ireland. And even the young bucks, you never know that they were sort of inexperienced. They're just fitting in, like take off one glove and put on another one. So they're going well. For first time ever, they'll have back-to-back Grand Slams if they get it this year. 2 games to play. England Saturday week and then Scotland. England is in Twickenham and Scotland is at the Aviva. I think that's the day before Paddy's Day. Yeah, it is, Cheltenham week. I went to the Prince of Wales with a cousin of mine just for 2 drinks on Saturday night. Just that I hadn't been there in the longest time. We were passing back that way. And then I went back to town and said I'd go for a game of poker. Went to the Grosvenor Casino. And actually, I was going in the wrong door. There's a club next door, the King of Clubs. And silly me for a second was walking in. It was just, it's a strip joint. So that wasn't for me at that time of the night with no pints in. Played cards. Difficulty getting registered. The zip code or my air code was creating a problem. And they're saying that is not your right one. And I was saying it was. And the sterling that I had got at race meetings, that was with me. Danske Bank with sterling money and Bank of Ireland with sterling money, and they wouldn't take that. And they wouldn't take my Bank of Ireland Visa card, and I had to go downstairs twice, and I'm talking about 3 flights of stairs to get to try and find an ATM, and I found an ATM anyway. 80 quid to play. There was over 50 playing. The blinds I think was 200, 400 when I hopped in. They were paying 8. The final table would be 9, and I got knocked out in 10th. A fella sucked me into it. 10 high flop. I had 10-9. I was in the big blind, and he was on the button, and he had Jack 10. I should have raised him. I went all in probably, and he wouldn't have played. I would have been happier if I just made the final table, even if I got knocked out at 9th. But it's a hooer to go out on the bubble at the table. But anyway, final table. But met a good few people that we had a chat with, and that's what it's all about. And I got the laugh of the night. One fella said to me, "Where are you from?" "Where are you from?" And I says, "Ireland." He said, "Oh, that I meant what part." Well, I said, "You didn't say what part." But I said, "Oh, I'm giving much away." So we're in the Our Lady of Lourdes club yesterday out in Yardley Wood. Met cousins there. I got a lift with first cousin of mine, Margaret Creighton. She's married to a fireman there, Paul Smith, with Dublin connections. He was home at the match last week, the Dublin Roscommon match. He gave me a lift to the airport, and there was a cousin of mine. He said he was at a 60th birthday party the night before. I think he said the surname was Dowd from, I forget, he told me and I forget. I'll ask him again, that he actually is a bus driver, if it's the same guy. So he actually had invited me to go to it, but I wanted to go card playing instead. But anyway, good trip was had. No falling or no... I couldn't find a steak anywhere the other night. There was Thai restaurants, there was Vietnamese, there was Indian, there was Chinese, there was everything. And the only thing I could find was a burger. I was looking for a steak the other night before playing cards, but you'll find a steak for fencing quicker than you'll find that. Anyway, since we talked last, he got a good start on Saturday when Nettywell won, and that's the only race I've seen at the airport. Seen all the results after that. Didn't see any of the races from Maidan, as I left my phone charger in Coventry by the bed, and when I was losing charge yesterday, I had to spare the battery. Couldn't watch any racing, and that was on Saturday. It was the same Sunday. I got one off a fella, but it's not working right. You have to have it plugged in for hours, so I have to buy a new one tomorrow. So that's why I didn't go back in any of the comments. I was hoping, I wanted to keep the juice in the phone, as the flight details and the boarding pass and etc. was all on the phone, so I couldn't run out of juice. Anyway, thanks to everybody I met. I forgot to say a special thanks to Lee Burton, who got me custard and crumble cake or some sort of stuff the other day. It was mighty stuff, and a small little jug of custard extra with it. So that was a very pleasant thought. And I got one of the best hot whiskies ever I got in my life yesterday in that Lady of Lourdes Club, and it was only £3. So that was good stuff. I had when horse on Sunday went out to 8-1. I thought I was going to win jumping the last Chanterouse, and finished second to an outsider of JP's. He had 4 in the race. Anyway, I'm rambling on. Tomorrow, 2 horses tomorrow, and I might put up a third one later in the day, because if I put it up now tonight, people do a treble, and that's what I wanted to do. A horse of ours is running tomorrow, a horse called Percussion, first time in a hunter's chase, a 9-year-old, rated 129, so it's, it jumps well on the Beecher or the Aintree fences, the Grand National fences. Cat Tiger is the favourite. That ran out the last year with David Maxwell on it. Had a couple of spins in France before that. It used to be with Paul Nichols. Gordon Elliott is sending over Hardline, because these are, you have to have so many runs, I guess, in a hunter's chase to get into Cheltenham. So Percussion is a very good jumper, and you have to be when you're jumping in Aintree. It opened up at 4-1 earlier. The distance the last day I thought was a bit far from 3 miles 5 in Warwick, and the ground was slightly against him maybe as well, but the ground wasn't, no, it goes well and heavy. Back to the distance, 2 miles 5, 2 miles 6, put him out in front, put pressure on David Maxwell, Mr. John Wayne as I used to call him. He improved a bit since though. And if he goes well tomorrow, obviously he'll probably go to Cheltenham, and he'll probably go with a live chance as well. He's 5-2 because there's a lot of money from there. He opened up at 4. I hadn't checked this in a while. The other one tomorrow is 2 Shots of Tequila. Brian Hughes for Rebecca Menzies. This is a class dropper from the last day, as it ran in a class 1 behind Annual Invictus, but when it ran behind a forward plan, and that won again since in Doncaster there in the middle of December. I'll play this to probably wipe it off anyway. To be that crowd in the Netherlands was always watching me lately, and they've nothing to do with this, but they're hungry for money.
Staying on, they've now taken 4th. On the inside is Sail Away. On the wide outside, Castle Robin. They've got 2.5 furlongs to go on the flat, and Forward Plan goes forward to take the lead. Forward Plan now by 2.5 lengths to Mr. Coffee, who tries to rally. Then Whistle in the Dark and 2 Shots of Tequila. Next in the field is Castle Robin. He's being followed by Sail Away, and then Leicester Park about to enter the final furlong. Forward Plan has the lead. Mr. Coffee is lunging now over on the far side. 3 lengths away is 2 Shots of Tequila together with Whistle in the Dark. Another 50 yards to go. Forward Plan has got the lead, and Forward Plan will win. Forward Plan beats Mr. Coffee. Very tight third between 2 Shots of Tequila. Whistle.
That was short at 3 mile that day, and he was staying on. It's an extra furlong tomorrow. It'll suit him. He was entered in and entered in the Teddy Grimthorpe on Saturday. They're going for this instead. The Grimthorpe and the Kim Muir. So whether he goes for the Kim Muir after this, he definitely won't be running Saturday anyway. And they were class 2. As I said, this is a class 4 down in class. He opened up 5-2 shot as well. That's hours ago. It's in level 8 there now. There's money for it. So they're the 2 tomorrow. I meant to say, Hey, It's Good to Be Back Home Again was recorded in 1974. It was a number 1 in the country charts in America. I don't think it made the number 1 in the mainstream charts. There used to be different charts that time. A woman I met yesterday, it's Monday night, and what do we do on a Monday night? We sing a song, and I'm singing it especially for her. It's a song that was recorded in September of 1983. It's been 6 weeks number 1. And I used to be over, she was the gaffer, as to say, in the White Swan in Bradford Street, near Digbeth, near the Irish Centre in Birmingham. Agnes Callahan, she was married to an uncle of mine. He actually was my godfather as well. He died as a young man with a massive heart attack. He died on St. Patrick's Day, actually, a long time ago. And she was in the pub, reared a great family, and I met one of them, I met 2 of them, I met 3 of them, I met them all. Yeah, the young ladies in Australia. So this was number 1 when I used to be over. So it's especially for Agnes and for everybody. So hope we're around this time 12 months as well for another anniversary video. There's a loving in your eyes all the way. If I listen to your lies, would you say, oh, I'm a man without conviction. I'm a man who doesn't know how to sell a contradiction. You come and go, you come and go. Come a chameleon. You come and go, you come and go. Loving would be easy if her colours were like my dream. A red, gold and green, red, gold and green. I didn't hear your wicked words every day. And you used to be so sweet, I heard you say, oh, that my love was an addiction. Oh, when we cling, our love is strong. Where you go, you're gone forever. You string along, you string along. Come a chameleon. You come and go, you come and go. Loving would be easy if your colours were like my dream. A red, gold and green, red, gold and green. Every day is like survival. You're not my lover, not my rival. Every day is like survival. You're my lover, not my rival. I'm a man without conviction. I'm a man who doesn't know how to sell a contradiction. You come and go, you come and go. Come a chameleon. You come and go, you come and go. Loving would be easy if your colours were like my dream. A red, gold and green, red, gold and green. Oh, jeez, I'll sleep tonight. I'm powdered after that. Bash the bookies, over and out.